Okay, 4/14/2016. Cuddling with that little baby right there. Cuddling with my baby girl and listening to 90s rock seems like a perfect way to organize one's thoughts. I wish you could see my beautiful puppy perfectly cuddled into my Indian-style lap with her head resting gently on my arms, holding my notebook as I write. She shifts every once in a while from sitting up, coaxing me into kissing her temples and third eye, to resting her head on my bosom. She is my little bunny, my heart and soul. If you can't tell my need to distract myself, I have a rather hard day. But tomorrow will be so much better, starting with me getting my ass to bed early and a decent hour tonight. Well, today is a new day, and again, ending it with a visit to my favorite bar. What else is there to do? Sit at home and pretend that I have some semblance of a life? I just wish I could be myself, but I'm finding it hard to find myself. How can I invite someone else into mine when I can't even be true to myself? Into my life when I can't even be true to myself? When I am alone? I would rather like to think that I have my shit together, but I can't even convince myself of that. Life is rather confusing. Just when I think I might have a handle on things, I realize I really have no clue what the hell I'm doing. Who was I once? After John, I'm starting to find that it is difficult to answer that question. Life is no way fair, but given all that I have been through, you would think that I would be more prepared to deal with a breakup. Honestly, he broke my heart years ago, but I'm still not handling this well, as I hoped I would. I guess I'm still surprising myself after all these years. Random thought from my experience outside just now. Being high on and bragging about doing heroin is not acceptable in any society. I just want to take a moment and say, I was writing about my husband just then. My now husband. I had no idea, but I was writing about him. I remember that moment. I went outside and he was out there with his girlfriend, the woman who got him horribly addicted. Anyways. Well, now I am way overthinking this with a guy I just went on a date with last week. It really was an amazing date, but the question is, am I so deprived of romance that any ounce of it makes me weak? Or is it that there really is a connection between us? It doesn't help that I'm becoming more and more intoxicated as the night goes by, but honestly, I do really like him, so it's taking me all to not look around the restaurant for him, considering I am at his work right now. I am so hoping that he won't think that I'm some kind of stalker, because I really just wanted a steak. Well, I guess I will sit at the bar and try to hide. Maybe he won't see me. The question is, will he notice? I'm not sure he even likes me, but I do know that I am worth loving, and that right there is probably the most important thought of my life. I am worth loving. I am worth loving. Who am I? Who do I want to be? You would think that I would have an answer to that question, but I really don't. I personally would rather sit by myself at a bar than sit at home drinking alone. My ex, John, you heard me mention him, he sat at home and drank alone. And I'd just be the sober one. Life is rather interesting. After working all day, I find my mind is a little relaxed than a normal day working at the bank. Usually when I work at the bank, I'm utterly exhausted, but when I work as a massage therapist, I'm utterly calm and relaxed afterwards. I'm not sure if it's the exchange of energy or with others, or the fact that I remind myself to stay balanced. At the bank, there is so much to do that it's hard to remind myself to put myself first. Positive change. It's interesting taking stock of my life recently. I have found that there are things that I do now that I don't like, and I have realized that I never used to do these habits in the past. Why is it that all these people in my life have affected me in such a way? I think the coming months are going to be a great adventure of discovering myself all over again. First thing that I need to work on is stepping away from my phone, getting away from technology, and letting my mind be free from the confines that come with technology and social media. I know in my heart of hearts that I need to free myself from society. If this was not foreboding, I want to get lost in the woods and stare at the stars. I want to do all the things that I found so much serenity with when I was younger. And you know what, honey? You do those things. Before life became mundane and I got lost in a world, same thing day after day, night after night. I wish I didn't let my environment affect me so much, but it's hard to break that habit once it forms. I guess what I should say is recognizing an issue is the first step in coming to your own. I want so many great things for myself, but to achieve these great things, I need to step up and take ownership for the things I need to change in order to achieve greatness.